Jurassic World Domination is being released this Friday, the 10th of June, and brings together the final part of the Jurassic World trilogy. Jurassic World Domination brings back some of the most iconic characters in film history, such as Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Slattery, and Ian Malcolm, as well as new favourites Claire Dearing and Owen Grady. But what if I told you that none of these characters might have existed if not for a zebra? Now, you might be thinking, how does a movie about dinosaurs have anything to do with zebras?
Alan, this species of Variformin's been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing is about this thing. What?
Well, going back to the roots of the original series, Jurassic Park was all about recreating dinosaurs from an extract of DNA found in a mosquito, which was kept in Dr. Hammond's amber stuff. And it is here where Jurassic Park author Michael Crichton got his inspiration from a long dead zebra. Hey Keith, is it possible to extract dinosaur DNA and clone it to bring it back to life? Hey man, absolutely no way. There's no way DNA would last for that long. Are you doing that video about, was it the new Jurassic World movie? Yeah, listen man, that whole thing it's a load of garbage. Like, it shouldn't even be called Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. Most of those dinosaurs came from the Cretaceous period. It is here, in 1990, just 3 years after the commencement of the Quagga Project, that Jurassic Park was written. And of course, 3 years down the line, Steven Spielberg would come along and make one of the most iconic movies of film history. So what is the Quagga Project? Well, I'm currently making a more in-depth video on it, but basically, the quagga were a subspecies of zebra that went extinct in 1883. And of course, at the time, not everyone knew it was the last specimen of a quagga. But at the time, they presumed that the quagga was just like any other plain zebra. But it turns out it wasn't. Turns out the quagga were actually a subspecies of plain zebra. Reinhold Rau was a German taxidermist who didn't quite believe that the quagga were a standalone species, having looked at various samples of their preserved skin. And it was from these skins he was able to extract some DNA and send it off for DNA analysis, which at the time was incredibly rare and expensive. And this DNA analysis came back and essentially proved Reinhold Rau right, in that the quagga weren't actually a standalone species, but they were a subspecies of the plain zebra we know today. Now that Reinhold Rau knew that the quagga were not a standalone species, but a subspecies, he started to come up with this idea of being able to selectively breed these animals back from extinction. Now, I've just made a video on selective breeding, going into a bit more detail, but essentially selective breeding is where you get two individuals with desirable characteristics to mate to give an offspring with the desired characteristics of both. So say a strong and a fast person mate and give a child, then that child should technically be strong and fast. Author Michael Crichton was aware of the Quagga Project and even mentions it in the novel when John Hammond refers to the successful recovery of zebra DNA as an inspiration for scientists convincing board members to allow them to pursue dinosaur DNA cloning. So when you're sitting down in the cinema or at home and enjoying all these big stars running for their lives from what should be extinct dinosaurs, remember back to Reinhold Rau's Quagga Project. And if I've piqued your interest about the quagga and want to learn more about it and how the progress is going, then subscribe and turn on notifications, because that video should be out very soon.
See? Not so bad.
Just want to take a second to thank you for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers!